Indeed. Tell me how much.
There's beggary in the love that can be reckoned.
I'll set a bourne how far to be beloved.
Then must our needs find out new heaven, new earth.
News, my good lord, from Rome.
Grates me, the sum.
Nay, hear them, Antony. Fulvia, perchance, is angry. Or who knows if the scarce-bearded Caesar have not sent his powerful mandate to you. Do this or this, take in that kingdom and enfranchise that, perform it, or else we damn thee.
How, my love?
Perchance, nay, and most like. You must not stay here longer. Your dismission is come from Caesar, therefore hear it, Antony. Where's Fulvia's process? Oh, Caesar's, I would say. Both. Call in the messengers. As I am Egypt's queen, thou blushest, Antony. And that blood of thine is Caesar's homager. Else so thy cheek pays shame when shrill-tongued Fulvia scolds. The messengers!
Let Rome in Tiber melt, and the wide arch of the ranged empire fall. Here is my space. Our kingdoms are clay. Our dungy earth alike feeds beast as man. The nobleness of life is to do thus. Oh, when such a mutual pair and such a twain can do it. Oh, in which I dare, on pain of punishment, the world to know, we stand up peerless.
Excellent falsehood. Why, did he marry Fulvia and not love her? I'll seem the fool I am not. Antony will be himself.
Oh, but stirred by Cleopatra. Oh, now for the love of love and her soft hours. Let's not confound the time with conference harsh. There's not a minute of our lives should stretch without some pleasure now. What sport tonight?
Hear the ambassador.
Oh, fie, wrangling queen, whom everything becomes. To chide, to laugh, to weep. How every passion fully strives to make itself in thee fair and admired. No messenger but thine. And all alone tonight we'll wander through the streets and note the qualities of people. Oh, come, my queen. Last night you did desire. Speak not to us.
Lord Alexis, sweet Alexis, most anything Alexis, almost most absolute Alexis. Where's the soothsayer that you praised so to the queen? Oh, that I knew this husband, which you say must change his horns with garland.
Soothsayer,
Your will.
Is this the man? Is you, sir, that know things?
In nature's infinite book of secrecy, a little I can read.
show him your hand.
Good sir, give me good fortune.
I make not but foresee.
Pray then foresee me one.
You shall be yet far fairer than you are.
He means in flesh.
No, you shall paint when you are old.
Wrinkles forbid.
Vex not his prescience, be attentive.
Hush!
You shall be more beloving than beloved.
I'd rather heat my liver with drinking.
Nay, hear him.
Good now, some excellent fortune. Let me be married to 3 kings in a forenoon and widow them all. Let me have a child at 50, to whom Herod of Jewry may do homage. Find me to marry me with Octavius Caesar, and companion me with my mistress.
You shall outlive the lady whom you serve.
Here comes Antony.
Not he, the queen.
Saw you, my lord.
No, lady.
Was he not here?
No, madam.
He was disposed to mirth. Then on the sudden, a Roman thought hath struck him. Enobarbus.
Madam.
Seek him and bring him hither. Where's Alexis?
Here at your service, my lord approaches.
We will not look upon him. Go with us.
Fulvia, thy wife, first came into the field.
Against my brother Lucius?
Aye, but soon that war had end, and the time state made friends of them, jointing their force gainst Caesar, whose better issue in the war from Italy upon the first encounter drave them.
Well, what worst?
The nature of bad news infects the teller.
When it concerns the fool or the coward, on. Things that are past are done. With me 'tis thus. Who tells me true, though in his tale lie death, I hear him as he flattered.
Labienus, this is stiff news, hath with his Parthian force extended Asia. From Euphrates his conquering banner shook from Syria to Lydia and to Ionia, whilst...
Antony, thou would say.
My lord.
Speak to me home. Mince not the general tongue. Name Cleopatra as she is called in Rome. Rail thou in Fulvia's phrase, and taunt my faults with such full license as both truth and malice have power to utter. Oh, we bring forth weeds when our quick winds lie still, but our ills told us is as our plowing. Fare thee well awhile.
At your noble pleasure.
From Sicyon, how the news?
The man from Sicyon.
Oh, is there such a one?
He stays upon your will.
Let him approach. These strong Egyptian fetters I must break, or lose myself in dotage. What are you?
Fulvia, thy wife, is dead.
Where died she?
In Sicyon. Her length of sickness, with what else more serious importeth thee to know, this bears.
Forbear me. There's a noble spirit gone. Thus did I desire it. What our contempts doth often hurl from us, we wish it ours again. The present pleasure by revolution lowering does become the opposite of itself. She's good, being gone. The hand could pluck her back that shoved her on. I must from this enchanting queen break off. 10,000 harms more than the ills I know my idleness doth hatch. How now, Enobarbus?
What's your pleasure, sir?
I must with haste from hence.
Why, then we kill all our women. We see how mortal an unkindness is to them. If they suffer our departure, death's the word.
I must be gone.
Cleopatra, catching but the least noise of this, dies instantly. I have seen her die 20 times upon far poorer moment. I do think there is metal in death which commits some loving act upon her. She has such a celerity in dying.
She's cunning past man's thought.
Oh, alas, sir, no. Her passions are made of nothing but the finest part of pure love. We cannot call her winds and waters, sighs and tears. They are greater storms and tempests than almanacs can report. Oh, this cannot be cunning in her. If it be, she makes a shower of rain as well as Jove.
Would I'd never seen her.
Oh, sir, you had then left unseen a wonderful piece of work, which not to have been blessed withal would have discredited your travel.
Fulvia is dead.
Sir.
Fulvia is dead.
Fulvia.
Dead.
Why, sir, give the gods a thankful sacrifice. When it pleaseth their deities to take the wife of a man from him, it shows to man the tailors of the earth. It's comforting therein that when old robes are worn out, there are members to make new. If there were no more women than Fulvia, then indeed had you a cut and a case to be lamented. This grief is crowned with consolation. Your old smock brings forth a new petticoat, and indeed the tears live in an onion that should water this sorrow.
The business she hath broached in the state cannot endure my absence.
And the business you have broached here cannot be without you, especially that of Cleopatra's, which wholly depends on on your abode.
No more light answers. Let our officers have notice what we purpose. I will break the cause of our expedience to the queen and get her leave to part. For not alone the death of Fulvia, but more urgent touches do strongly speak to us. And the letters from many our contriving friends in Rome do petition us at home. Sextus Pompeius hath given the dare to Caesar and commands the empire of the sea. Our slippery people, whose love is never linked to the deserver till his deserts are past, begin to throw Pompey the Great and all his dignities upon his son. Say our pleasure to such whose place is under us. Require our quick remove from hence.
I shall do't.
Where is he?
I did not see him since.
See where he is, who's with him, what he does. I did not send you. If you find him sad, say I am dancing. If in mirth, report that I am sudden sick. Quick and return.
Madam, methinks if you did love him dearly, you do not hold the method to enforce the like from him.
What should I do? I do not.
In each thing, give him way. Cross him in nothing.
Thou teachest like a fool, the way to lose.
Tempt him not so too far. I wish forbear. In time, we hate that which we often fear. But here comes Antony.
I am sick and sullen.
I'm sorry to give breathing to my purpose.
Help me away, dear Charmian, I shall fall. It cannot be thus long. The sides of nature will not sustain it.
Now, dearest queen.
Pray you stand farther from me.
What's the matter?
I know by that same eye there's some good news. What? Says the married woman you may go? Would she had never given you leave to come. Let her not say it is I that keep you here. I have no power upon you. Hers you are.
The gods best know.
No, never was there queen so mightily betrayed. Yet at the first I saw the treason's plant.
Cleopatra!
Why should I think you can be mine and true, though you in swearing shape the throned gods who have been false to Fulvia? Riotous madness to be entangled with those mouth-made vows which break themselves in swearing.
Most sweet queen.
Nay, pray you, seek no color for your going, but bid farewell and go. When you sued staying, then was the time for words. No going then. Eternity was in our lips and eyes, bliss in our brows bent. None our parts so poor, but was a race of heaven. They are so still. Or thou, the greatest soldier of the world, are turned the greatest liar.
How now, lady?
I would I had thy inches, thou shouldst know, though our heart in Egypt.
Hear me, queen. The strong necessity of time commands our services a while, but my full heart remains in use with you. Sextus Pompeius makes his approaches to the port of Rome. Our Italy shines all with civil swords. Equality of two domestic powers breeds scrupulous faction. My more particular, and that which most with you should safe my going, is Fulvia's death.
Though age from folly could not give me freedom, it does from childishness. Can Fulvia die?
She's dead, my queen. Look here, and at thy sovereign leisure read the garboils she awaked. At the last, best. See when and where she died.
Oh, most false love, where be the sacred vials thou shouldst fill with sorrowful water? Oh, now I see, in Fulvia's death how mine received shall be.
Quarrel no more, but be prepared to know the purposes I bear, which are or cease as thou gives the command. Now, by the fire that quickens Nilus' slime, I go from hence thy soldier's servant, making peace or war as thou effect.
Oh, cut my lace, Charmian, come! But let be. I am quickly ill and well, so Antony loves.
Oh, my dearest queen, forbear, and give true evidence to his love which stands an honorable trial.
So Fulvia told me. Prithee, turn aside and weep for her, then bid adieu to me and say the tears belong to Egypt. Good now, play one scene of excellent dissembling and let it look like perfect honor.
You'll heat my blood, no more.
You can do better yet, but this is meet.
Now by my sword!
Turn target, still he meant, but this is not the best. Prithee, look, Charmian, how this Herculean Roman does become the carriage of his chafe.
I'll leave you, lady.
Courteous lord, one word. Sir, you and I must part. But that's not it. Sir, you and I have loved. But there's not it. That you know well. Something it is I would... Oh. My oblivion is a very Antony, and I am all forgotten.
But that your royalty holds idleness your subject. I should take you for idleness itself.
'Tis sweating labor to bear such idleness so near the heart as Cleopatra this. But, sir, forgive me, since my becomings kill me when they do not eye well to you. Your honor calls you hence, therefore be deaf to my unpitied folly, and all the gods go with you. Upon your sword sit laurel victory, and smooth success be strewed before your feet.
Let us go, come. Our separation so abides and flies, that thou, here residing, hence go with me, and I hence fleeting, here remain with thee. Oh, away.
You may see, Lepidus, and henceforth know it is not Caesar's natural vice to hate our great competitor. From Alexandria, this is the news. He fishes, drinks, and wastes the lamps of night in revel, is not more manlike than Cleopatra, nor the queen of Ptolemy more womanly than he, hardly gave audience, or vouchsafed to think he had partners. You shall find there a man who is the abstract of all faults that all men follow.
I must not think there are evils enough to darken all his goodness. His faults in him seem as the spots of heaven, more fiery by night's blackness, hereditary rather than purchased, what he cannot change than what he chooses.
You are too indulgent. Let's grant it is not amiss to tumble on the bed of Ptolemy, to give a kingdom for a mirth, to sit and keep the turn of tippling with a slave, to reel the streets at noon, and stand the buffet with knaves that smell of sweat. Say this becomes him, as his composure must be rare indeed, whom these things cannot blemish. Yet must Antony no way excuse his foils when we do bear so great weight in his likeness. To confound such time that drums him from his sport, and speaks as loud as his own state and ours, 'tis to be chid, as we rate boys who, being mature in knowledge, pawn their experience to their present pleasure, and so rebel to judgment.
Here's more news.
Thy biddings have been done, and every hour, most noble Caesar, shalt thou have report how 'tis abroad. Pompey is strong at sea, and it appears he is beloved of those that only have feared Caesar. To the ports the discontents repair, and men's reports give him much wrong.
I should have known no less. It hath been taught us from the primal state that he which is was wished until he were, and the ebbed man, ne'er loved till ne'er worth love, comes deared by being lacked. This common body, like to a vagabond flag upon the stream, goes to and back, lackeying the varying tide to rot itself with motion.
Caesar, I bring thee word. Menacrates and Minos, famous pirates, makes the sea serve them. Many hot inroads they make in Italy, and flush youth revolt. No vessel can peep forth, but 'tis as soon taken as seen, for Pompey's name strikes more than could his war resisted.
Antony, leave thy lascivious wassails. When thou once was beaten from Modena, at thy heel did famine follow, whom thou fought'st against, though daintily brought up, with patience more than savages could suffer. Thou didst drink the stale of horses. On the Alps it is reported thou didst eat strange flesh, which some did die to look on. And all this, it wounds thine honor that I speak it now, was born so like a soldier that thy cheek so much as lanked not.
'Tis pity of him.
Let his shames quickly drive him to Rome. 'Tis time we twain did show ourselves in the field, and to that end assemble we immediate council. Pompey thrives in our idleness.
Tomorrow, Caesar, I shall be furnished to inform you rightly, both what by sea and land I can be able to front this present time.
Till which encounter it is my business too. Farewell.
Farewell, my lord. What you shall know meantime of stirs abroad, I shall beseech you, sir, to let me be partaker.
Doubt not, sir. I knew it for my bond.
Charmian!
Madam?
Give me to drink, mandragora.
Why, madam?
That I might sleep out this great gap of time my Antony is away.
You think of him too much.
Oh, 'tis treason.
Madam, I trust not so.
Thou, eunuch Mardian.
What's your highness' pleasure?
Not now to hear thee sing. I take no pleasure in aught an eunuch has. 'Tis well for thee that being unseminar'd, thy freer thoughts may not fly forth of Egypt. Hast thou affections?
Yes, gracious madam.
Indeed?
Not indeed, madam, for I can do nothing. But what indeed is honest to be done, yet have I fierce affections, and think what Venus did with Mars.
Oh, Charmian, where thinkst thou he is now? Stands he, or sits he? Or does he walk? Or is he on his horse? Oh, happy horse, to bear the weight of Antony. Do bravely, horse, for what's thou whom thou movest? The demi-atlas of the earth, the arm and burgeonet of men. He's speaking now, or murmuring. Where's my serpent of old Nile? For so he calls me. Oh, now I feed myself with most delicious poison. Think on me that am with Phoebus' amorous pinches, black and wrinkled deep in time. Broad-fronted Caesar, when thou wast here above the ground, I was a morsel for a monarch. And great Pompey would stand and let his eyes grow in my brow. There would he anchor his aspect and die with looking on his life.
Sovereign of Egypt, hail.
How much unlike art thou, Mark Antony? Yet coming from him, that great medicine hath with his tinct gilded thee. How goes it with my brave Mark Antony?
Last thing he did, dear queen, he kissed, the last of many doubled kisses, this orient pearl. His speech sticks in my heart.
Mine ear must pluck it thence.
Good friend, quoth he, say the firm Roman to great Egypt sends this treasure of an oyster, at whose foot, to mend the petty present, I will piece her opulent throne with kingdoms. All the east, say thou, shall call her mistress. And then he nodded, and soberly did mount an arm-gaunt steed who neighed so high that what I would have spoke was beastly dumbed by him.
What was he, sad or merry?
Like to the time of the year between the extremes of hot and cold, he was nor sad nor merry.
Oh, well-divided disposition. Note him, Charmian, note him. 'Tis the man, but note him. He was not sad, for he would shine on those that make their looks by his. He was not merry, which seemed to tell them his remembrance lay in Egypt with his joy. But between both, oh, heavenly mingle! Beest thou sad or merry, the violence of either thee becomes, so does it no man else. Met'st thou my post?
Aye, madam, 20 several messengers. Why do you send so thick?
Who's born that day when I forget to send to Antony shall die a beggar. Ink and paper, Charmian. Welcome, my good Alexis. Did I, Charmian, ever love Julius Caesar so?
Oh, that brave Caesar.
Be choked with such another emphasis. Say the brave Antony.
The valiant Caesar.
By Isis, I will give thee bloody teeth, if thou again with Caesar, paragon, my man of men.
By your most gracious pardon, I sing but after you.
My salad days, when I was green in judgment, cold in blood, to say as I said then. But come away, ink and paper. He shall have every day a several greeting, or I'll unpeople Egypt.
If the great gods be just, they shall assist the deeds of justest men.
Know, worthy Pompey, that what they do delay, they not deny.
Whilst we are suitors to their thrones, decays the thing we sue for.
We, ignorant of ourselves, beg often of our own harms, which the wise powers deny us for our good. So find we profit by losing of our prayers.
I shall do well. The people love me and the sea is mine. My powers are crescent, and my auguring hope says it shall come to the full. Mark Antony in Egypt sits at dinner, will make no wars without doors. Caesar gets money where he loses hearts. Lepidus flatters both, of both is flattered. But he neither loves nor either cares for him.
Caesar and Lepidus are in the field. A mighty strength they carry.
Where have you this? 'Tis false.
From Silvius, sir.
Ah, he dreams! I know they're in Rome together looking for Antony.
But all the charms of love, salt Cleopatra, soften thy waned lip. Let witchcraft join with beauty, lust with both. Tie up the libertine in a field of feasts. Keep his brain fuming. How now, Varius?
This is most certain that I shall deliver. Mark Antony is every hour in Rome expected. Since he went from Egypt, 'tis a space for farther travel.
I could have given less matter a better ear. Minos, I did not think this amorous surfeiter would have donned his helm for such a petty war. His soldiership is twice the other twain. But let us rear the higher our opinion, that our stirring can from the lap of Egypt's widow pluck the ne'er lust-wearied Antony.
I cannot hope Caesar and Antony shall well agree together. His wife that's dead did trespasses to Caesar. His brother warred upon him, though I think not moved by Antony.
I know not, Minos, how lesser enmities may give way to greater. Were it not that we stand up against more, 'twas certain they would quarrel between themselves. For they have entertained cause enough to draw their swords. But how the fear of us may cement their divisions and bind up the petty difference we yet not know. Be it as our gods will have it.
It only stands our lives upon to use our strongest hands.
Come, Minos. Good Enobarbus, it is a worthy deed, and shall become you well, to entreat your captain to soft and gentle speech.
I shall entreat him to answer like himself. If Caesar move him, let Antony look over Caesar's head and speak as loud as Mars. By Jupiter, were I the wearer of Antonio's beard, I would not shave it today.
'Tis not a time for private stomaching.
Every time serves for the matter that is then born in.
But small to greater matters must give way.
Not if the small come first.
Your speech is passion, but pray you, stir no embers up. Here comes the noble Antony.
Yonder Caesar.
If we compose well here, to Parthia. Hark, Ventidius.
I do not know, Maecenas. Ask Agrippa.
Noble friends, that which combined us was most great, and let not a leaner action rend us. What's amiss, may it be gently heard. When we debate our trivial difference loud, we do commit murder in healing wounds. Then, noble partners, the rather for I earnestly beseech, touch you the sourest points with sweetest terms, nor curseness grow to the matter.
'Tis spoken well. Were we before our armies, and to fight, I should do thus.
Welcome to Rome.
Thank you.
Sit.
Sit, sir.
Nay, then.
I learn you take things ill which are not so, or being concern you not.
I must be laughed at if for nothing or a little I should say myself offended, and with you chiefly of the world. More laughed at that I should once name you derogately when to sound your name it not concerned me.
My being in Egypt, Caesar, what was to you?
No more than my residing here at Rome might be to you in Egypt. Yet if you there did practice on my state, your being in Egypt might be my question.
How intend you practiced?
You may be pleased to catch at mine intent by what did here befall me. Your wife and brother made wars upon me, and their contestation was theme for you. You were the word of war.
You do mistake the business. My brother did never urge me in his act. I did inquire it, and had my learning from some true reports that drew their swords with you. Did he not rather discredit my authority with yours? If you'll patch a quarrel, it must not be with this.
You praise yourself by laying defects of judgment to me, but you patched up your excuses.
Not so. Not so. I know you could not lack this thought, that I, your partner in the business gainst which he fought, could not with graceful eyes attend those wars that fronted mine own peace. As for my wife, I would you had her spirit in such another. The third of the world is yours, which with a snaffle you may pace easy, but not such a wife.
Would we all had such wives, then the men might go to war with the women.
So much uncurbable. Her garboils, Caesar, made out of her impatience, which not wanted shrewdness of policy too. I grieving grant did you too much disquiet, but for that you must but say I could not help it.
I wrote to you. When rioting in Alexandria, you did pocket up my letters, and with taunts did jibe my missive out of audience.
Oh, sir! He fell upon me ere admitted then. 3 kings I'd newly feasted, and did want of what I was in the morning. Well, the next day I told him of myself, which was as much as to have asked his pardon. Let this fellow be nothing of our strife.
You have broken the article of your oath, which you shall never have tongue to charge me with.
Soft, Caesar!
Nay, Lepidus. The honor is sacred which he talks of now, supposing that I lacked it. But on, Caesar, the article of my oath.
To lend me arms and aid when I required them, the which you both denied.
Neglected, rather, and then when poisoned hours had bound me up out of mine own knowledge. As nearly as I may, I'll play the penitent to you. But mine honesty shall not make poor my greatness. The truth is that Fulvia, to have me out of Egypt, made wars here, for which I, myself, the ignorant motive, do so far ask pardon as befits mine honor to stoop in such a case.
'Tis noble spoken.
If it might please you to enforce no further the griefs between you, to forget them quite, or to remember that the present need speaks to atone you.
Worthily spoken, Maecenas.
Or, if you borrow one another's love for the instant, you may, when you hear no more words of Pompey, return it again. You shall have time to wrangle in when you have nothing else to do.
Thou art a soldier only, therefore speak no more.
That truth should be silent, I had almost forgot.
You do wrong this presence, therefore speak no more.
Go to then, your considerate stone.
I do not much dislike the matter, but the manner of his speech. For it cannot be we shall remain in friendship, our conditions so differing in their acts. Yet if I knew what bond should hold us staunch, from edge to edge of the world I would pursue it.
Give me leave, Caesar.
Speak, Agrippa.
Thou hast a sister by the mother's side, admired Octavia. Great Mark Antony is now a widower.
Oh, say not so, Agrippa. If Cleopatra heard you, your reproof were well deserved of rashness.
I'm not married, Caesar. Let me hear Agrippa further speak.
To hold you in perpetual amity, to make you brothers, and to knit your hearts with an unslipping knot, take Antony Octavia to his wife, whose beauty claims no worse a husband than the best of men, whose virtue and whose general graces speak that which none else can utter. By this marriage, all little jealousies which now seem great, and all great fears which now import their dangers, would then be nothing. Truths would be tales, where now half tales be truths. Her love to both would each to other, and all loves to both draw after her. Pardon what I have spoke, for 'tis a studied, not a present thought, by duty ruminated.
Will Caesar speak?
Not till he hears how Antony is touched with what is spoke already.
What power is in Agrippa, if I were to say, Agrippa, be it so, to make this good?
The power of Caesar, and his power unto Octavia.
May I never, to this good purpose that so fairly shows, dream of impediment. Let me have your hand further this act of grace, and from this hour, the heart of brothers govern in our loves and sway our great designs.
There's my hand. A sister I bequeath you, whom no brother did ever love so dearly. Let her live to join our kingdoms and our hearts, and never fly off our loves again.
Happily, amen.
I did not think to draw my sword against Pompey, for he hath laid strange courtesies and great of late upon me. I must thank him only, lest my remembrance suffer ill report. At the heel of that, defy him.
Time calls upon us. Of us must Pompey presently be sought, or else he seeks out us.
Where lies he?
About the Mount Mizena.
What is his strength by land?
Great and increasing, but by sea he is an absolute master.
So is the fame. Would we had spoke together. Haste we for it. Yet, ere we put ourselves in arms, dispatch we the business that we have talked of.
With most gladness, and do invite you to my sister's view, whither straight I'll lead you.
Let us not Lepidus lack of your company.
Noble Antony, not sickness should detain me.
Welcome from Egypt, sir.
Half the heart of Caesar, worthy Maecenas. My honorable friend Agrippa.
Good Enobarbus.
We have cause to be glad that matters are so well digested. You stayed well by us in Egypt.
Aye, sir, we did sleep day out of countenance and Make the night light with drinking?
8 wild boars roasted whole at a breakfast, and but 12 persons there. Is this true?
That was but as a fly by an eagle. We had much more monstrous matters of feast which worthily deserve noting.
She's a most triumphant lady, if report be square to her.
When she first met Mark Antony, she pursed up his heart on the river of Cydnus.
There she appeared triumphantly indeed, or my reporter devised well for her.
I will tell you, the barge she sat in like a burnished throne burned on the water. The poop was beaten gold, purple the sails, and so perfumed that the winds were lovesick with them. The oars were silver, which to the tune of flutes kept stroke, and made the water which they beat to follow faster, as amorous of their strokes. For her own person, beggared all description, she did lie in her pavilion, cloth of gold, of tissue, or picturing that Venus where we see the fancy outwork nature. On each side her stood pretty dimpled boys, like smiling cupids, with divers colored fans, whose wind did seem to glow the delicate cheeks, which they did cool, and what they undid, did.
Oh, rare for Antony.
Her gentlewomen, like the Nereides, so many mermaids tended her the eyes, and made their bends adornings. At the helm, a seeming mermaid steers. The silken tackle swells with the touches of those flower-soft hands that yearly frame the office. And from the barge, the strange, invisible perfume hit the scents of the adjacent wharves. The city cast her people out upon her. And Antony, enthroned in the marketplace, did sit alone, whistling to the air, which but for vacancy had gone to gaze on Cleopatra too, and made a gap in nature.
Rare Egyptian.
Upon her landing, Antony sent to her, invited her to supper. She replied, it should be better he became her guest, which she entreated. Our courteous Antony, who ne'er the word of no heard woman speak, being barbered 10 times o'er, goes to the feast, and for his ordinary pays his heart, for what his eyes eat only.
Royal wench. She made great Caesar lay his sword to bed. He plowed her, and she cropped.
I saw her once hop 40 paces through a public street, and having lost her breath, she spoke and panted that she did make defect perfection, and breathless power breathe forth.
Now Antony must leave her utterly.
Never, he will not. Age cannot wither her, nor custom stale her infinite variety. Other women cloy the appetites they feed, but she makes hungry where most she satisfies. For vilest things become themselves in her. Now the holy priest bless her when she is riggish.
If beauty, wisdom, modesty can settle the heart of Antony, Octavia is a blessed lottery to him.
Let us go. Good Enobarbus, make yourself my guest whilst you abide here.
Humbly, sir, I thank you.
The world and my great office will sometimes divide me from your bosom.
All which time before the gods my knee shall bow my prayers to them for you.
Good night, sir. My Octavia. Read not my blemishes in the world's report. I have not kept my square, but that to come will all be done by the rule. Good night, dear lady. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Now, Sirrah, you do wish yourself in Egypt?
Would that I had never come from thence, nor you gone thither.
If you can, your reason.
I see it in my mind, have it not in my tongue, but yet hie you to Egypt again.
Say to me, whose fortunes shall rise higher, Caesar's or mine?
Caesar's. Therefore, O Antony, stay not by his side. Thy angel, that spirit which keeps thee, is noble, courageous, high, unmatchable, where Caesar's is not. But near him thy angel becomes afeard as being overpowered, therefore make space enough between you.
Speak this no more.
To none but thee. No more, but when to thee? If thou dost play with him at any game, thou art sure to lose. And of that natural luck he beats thee gainst the odds. Thy luster thickens when he shines by. I say again, Thy spirit is afeard to govern thee near him, but he away, 'tis noble.
Get thee gone! Say to Ventidius I would speak to him, he must depart here. Be it art or hap, he hath spoken true. The very dice obey him, and in our sports my better cunning faints under his chance. If we draw lots, he speeds, and his cocks win the battle still of mine when it is all to naught, and his quails ever beat mine in-hooped at odds. I will to Egypt, and though I make this marriage for my peace, in the east my pleasure lies. Ah, come, Ventidius. You must depart here. Your commission's ready. Follow me and receive it.
Give me some music. Music, moody food of us that trade in love.
The music, oh!
No.
Let it alone.
No.
Let's to billiards. Come, Charmian.
My arm is sore. Best play with Mardian.
As well a woman with an eunuch played as with a woman. Come, you'll play with me, sir.
As well as I can, madam.
And when goodwill is showed, though it come too short, the actor may plead pardon. Oh, none now. Give me mine angle. Wheel to the river. There, my music playing far off. I will betray tawny fine fishes. My bended hook will pierce their slimy jaws. And as I draw them up, I'll think them every one an Antony and say, aha, you're caught.
'Twas merry when you wagered on your angling, when your diver did hang a saltfish on his hook, which he with fervency drew up.
That time, oh, times. I laughed him out of patience. And that night I laughed him into patience. And the next morn at the 9th hour I drunk him to his bed, then put my tires and mantles on him, whilst I wore his sword, Philippine. Oh, from Italy! Ram thou thy fruitful tidings in mine ears, which long time have been barren.
Madam! Madam!
Antonio's dead. If thou say'st so, villain, thou kill'st thy mistress. But well and free, if thou so yield him, there is gold. And here, my bluest veins to kiss, a hand that kings have lipped and trembled kissing.
First, madam, he is well.
Well, there's more gold. But Sirrah Mark, we used to say the dead are well. Bring it to that. The gold I give thee will I melt and pour down thy ill-uttering throat.
Good madam, hear me.
Well, go to I will. But there's no goodness in thy face if Antony be free and healthful. So tart a favor to trumpet such good tidings. If not well, thou shouldst come like a fury crowned with snakes, not like a formal man.
Will't please you, hear me.
I have a mind to strike thee ere thou speakst. Yet if thou say Antony lives, is well, or friends with Caesar, or not captive to him, I'll set thee in a shower of gold and hail rich pearls upon thee.
Madam, he's well.
Well said.
Oh, and friends with Caesar.
Thou art an honest man.
Caesar and he are greater friends than ever.
Make thee a fortune from me.
But yet, madam.
I do not like but yet. It does allay the good precedence. Fie upon but yet. But yet is as a jailer to bring forth some monstrous malefactor. Prithee, friend, pour out the pack of matter to mine ear, the good and bad together. He's friends with Caesar. In state of health, thou sayest, and thou sayest free.
Free, madam? No, I made no such report. He's bound unto Octavia.
For what good turn?
For the best turn in the bed.
I am weak, Charmian.
Madam, he's married to Octavia.
The most infectious pestilence upon thee!
Good madam, patience!
What say you? Hence, horrible dog, for I'll spurn thine eyes like balls before me. I'll unhair thy head. Thou shalt be whipped with wire and stewed in brine, smarting and lingering pickle.
Gracious madam, I that to bring the news made not the match.
Say it is not so. A province I will give thee and make thy fortunes proud. The blow thou hadst shall make thy peace for moving me to rage. And I will boot thee with what gift beside thy modesty can beg.
He's married, madam.
Rogue, thou hast lived too long!
Nay, then I'll run. What mean you, madam? I have made no fault.
Good madam, keep yourself within yourself. The man is innocent.
Some innocence escape not the thunderbolt. Melt Egypt into Nile, and kindly creatures turn all to serpents. Call the slave again. Though I am mad, I will not bite him. Call!
He is afeard to come.
I will not hurt him. These hands do lack nobility that they strike a meaner than myself, since I myself have given myself the cause. Come hither, sir. Come thou near. Though it be honest, it is never good to bring bad news. Give to a gracious message an host of tongues, but let ill tidings tell themselves when they be felt.
I have done my duty.
Is he married? I cannot hate thee worser than I do if thou again say yes.
He's married, madam.
The gods confound thee! Dost thou hold there still?
Should I lie, madam?
Oh, I would thou didst. So half my Egypt were submerged and made a cistern for scaled snakes. Go get thee hence. Hast thou Narcissus in thy face, thou wouldst appear to me most ugly. He is married.
I crave your highness pardon.
He is married.
Take no offense that I would not offend you. To punish me for what you make me do seems much unequal. He's married to Octavia.
Oh, that his fault should make a knave of thee, that act not what thou art sure of. Get thee hence. The merchandise that thou hast brought from Rome are all too dear for me. Lie they upon thy hand, and be undone by 'em.
Good your highness, patience.
In praising Antony, I have dispraised Caesar.
Many times, madam.
I'm paid for it now. Lead me from hence. I faint. Oh, Iris. Oh, Charmian. No, 'tis no matter. Go to the fellow, good Alexis. Bid him report the feature of Octavia, her years, her inclination. Let him not leave out the color of her hair. Bring me word quickly. Let him forever go! Let him not, Charmian. Though he be painted one way like a Gorgon, the other way's a Mars. Bid Alexis bring me word how tall she is. Pity me, Charmian, but do not speak to me. Lead me to my chamber.
Your hostages I have, so have you mine. And we shall talk before we fight.
Most meet that first we come to words. And therefore have we our written purposes before us sent, which if thou hast considered, let us know if 'twill tie up thy discontented sword, and carry back to Sicily much tall youth, that else must perish here.
To you all three, senators alone of this great world, chief factors for the gods, I do not know wherefore my father should revengers want, having a son and friends, since Julius Caesar, who at Philippi the good Brutus ghosted, there saw you labouring for him. What was't that moved pale Cassius to conspire? And what made all honoured, honest Roman Brutus, with armoured rest, courtiers of beauteous freedom, to drench the capital, but that they would have one man, but a man, and that is it, hath made me rig my navy, upon whose burden the angered ocean foams, with which I meant to scourge the ingratitude that despiteful Rome cast on my noble father.
Take your time.
Thou canst not fear us, Pompey, with thy sails. We'll speak with thee at sea. At land, thou knowest how much we do account thee.
At land, indeed, thou dost account me of my father's house. But since the cuckoo builds not for himself,
Remain in it as thou may.
Be pleased to tell us, for this is from the present, how you take the offers we have sent you.
There's the point.
Which do not be entreated to, but weigh what it is worth embraced.
Or what may follow to try a larger fortune.
You have made me offer of Sicily, Sardinia, and I must rid all the sea of pirates, then to send measures of wheat to Rome, this agreed upon, to part with unhacked edges, and to bear back our charges undinted.
That's our offer.
No, then! I came here before you, a man prepared to take this offer, but Mark Antony put me to some impatience. Though I lose the praise of it by telling you must know. When Caesar and your brother were at blows, your mother came to Sicily and did find her welcome friendly.
I've heard it, Pompey, and am well studied for a liberal thanks, which I do owe you.
Let me have your hand. I did not think, sir, to have met you here.
The beds in the east are soft, and thanks to you that called me timelier than my purpose hither, for I have gained by it.
Since I saw you last, there is a change upon you.
Well, I know not what scars harsh fortune casts upon my face, but in my bosom she shall never come to make my heart her vassal.
Well met here.
I hope so, Lepidus. Thus we are agreed. I crave our composition may be written and sealed between us.
That's the next to do.
We'll feast each other ere we part, and let's draw lots who shall begin.
That will I, Pompey.
No, Antony. Draw the lot. But first or last, your fine Egyptian cookery shall have the fame I've heard. Julius Caesar grew fat with feasting there.
You have heard much.
I have fair meaning, sir.
And fair words to them.
And so much have I heard. And I have heard Apollodorus
No more of that. He did so.
What, I pray you?
Certain queen to Julius Caesar in a mattress.
I know thee now. How farest thou, soldier?
Well, and well I'm like to do, for I perceive 4 feasts are toward.
Let me shake thy hand. I never hated thee. I've seen thee fight, huh? When I've envied thy behavior.
Sir, I never loved you much, but I have praised ye when you have well deserved 10 times as much as I have said you did.
Enjoy thy plainness, it nothing ill becomes thee. Aboard my galley, I invite you all. Will you lead, lords?
Show us a way, sir.
Come!
Thy father, Pompey, would ne'er have made this treaty. You and I have known, sir.
At sea, I think.
We have, sir.
You have done well by water.
And you by land.
I will praise any man that will praise me. Give me your hand, Minos. If our eyes had authority, here they might take 2 thieves kissing.
All men's faces are true, whatsoe'er their hands are.
But there's never a fair woman has a true face.
No slander, they steal hearts.
We came hither to fight with you.
For my part, I am sorry it has turned to a drinking. Pompey does this day laugh away his fortune.
Well, if he do, sure he cannot weep it back again.
You have said, sir. We look not for Mark Antony here. Pray you, is he married to Cleopatra?
Caesar's sister is called Octavia.
Then is Caesar and he forever knit together?
If I were bound to divine of this unity, I would not prophesy so.
I think the policy of that purpose made more in the marriage than the love of the party.
Well, I think so too, but you shall find the bond that seems to tie their friendship together will be the very strangler of their amity. Octavia is of a holy, cold, and still conversation.
Who would not have his wife so?
Not he that himself is not so, which is Mark Antony. He will to his Egyptian dish again, and then shall the sighs of Octavia blow the fires up in Caesar. And as I said before, that which is the strength of their amity will prove the immediate author of their variance. Antony will use his affection where it is. He married but his occasion here.
And thus it may be. Come, sir, will you aboard? I have a health for you.
I shall take it. We have used our throats in Egypt.
Come, let's away.
Yeah, thus do they, sir. They take the flow of the Nile by certain scales of the pyramid. They know by the height, the lowness, or the mean, if dearth or foison follow. The higher that Nilus swells, the more it promises. And as it ebbs, The seedsman upon the slime and the ooze scatters his grain and shortly comes to harvest.
You strange serpents there.
Oh, aye, Lepidus.
Your serpent of Egypt is bred now of your mud by the operation of your son. So is your crocodile.
I also. Health to Lepidus.
I'm not so well as I should be, but I'll ne'er out.
And not till you've slept. And fear me, you'll be in till then.
Nay, certainly I have heard that Ptolemy's pyramids are very goodly things. Without contradiction, I have heard that. What manner of thing is your crocodile?
It is shaped, sir, like itself. And it is as broad as it hath breadth. It is just so high as it is. And it moves with its own organs. It lives by that which nourisheth it. And the elements once out of it, it transmigrates.
Well, what color is it of?
Of its own color, too.
'Tis a strange serpent.
Oh, 'tis so Lepidus. And the tears of it are wet.
Will this description satisfy him?
With the health that Pompey gives him, else he is a very epicure. Oh, these quicksands, Lepidus, stay off them, for you sink.
Oh, help to Lepidus!
Aye, Lepidus!
Pompey, a word.
Say on.
Wilt thou be lord of all the world?
What sayest thou?
Wilt thou be lord of the whole world? That's twice.
How shall that be?
But entertain it. And though thou think me poor, I am the man will give thee all the world.
Hast thou drunk well?
No, Pompey, I've kept me from the cup. Thou art, if thou darest be, the earthly Jove.
Show me which way.
These three world sharers, these competitors, are in thy vessel. Let me cut the cable, and when we are put off, fall to their throats. All then is thine.
This thou shouldst have done, and not spoken on't. In me 'tis villainy, in thee it had been good service. Being done unknown, I should have found it afterwards well done, but must condemn it now. Desist! And drink. A health to Lepidus!
Now, darting Parthia, art thou struck, and now, pleased fortune does of Marcus Crassus' death make me revenger. Bear the king's son's body before our army.
Noble Ventidius, whilst yet with Parthian blood thy sword is warm, the fugitive Parthians follow, spur through Media, Mesopotamia, and the shelters whither the routed fly. So thy grand captain Antony shall set thee on triumphant chariots and put garlands on thy head.
Oh, I have done enough. Who does more in the wars than his captain can becomes his captain's captain, and ambition. The soldier's virtue rather makes choice of loss than gain which darkens him.
Thou wilt write to Antony?
I'll humbly signify what, in his name, that magical word of war we have effected, how with his banners and his well-paid ranks, the ne'er yet beaten horse of Parthia, we have jaded out of the field. On there, pass along.
What? Are the brothers parted?
They have dispatched with Pompey. He is gone. The other three are sealing. Octavia weeps to part from Rome. Caesar is sad. And Lepidus, since Pompey's feast, as Mina says, is troubled with the green sickness.
'Tis a noble Lepidus. Good fortune, worthy soldier, and farewell.
No further, sir.
You take from me a great part of myself. Use me well in't. Sister, prove such a wife as my thoughts make thee. Most noble Antony, let not the piece of virtue which is set betwixt us as the cement of our love, to keep it builded, be the ram to batter the fortress of it. For better might we have loved without this mean, if on both parts this be not cherished.
Make me not offended in your distrust.
I have said.
You will not find, though you be therein curious, the least cause for what you seem to fear. So the gods keep you, and make the hearts of Romans serve your ends. We will here part.
Farewell.
My dearest sister, fare thee well. The elements be kind to thee and make thy spirits all of comfort. Fare thee well.
My noble brother.
The April's in her eyes. It is love's spring, and these the showers to bring it on. Be cheerful.
Sir, look well to my husband's house and...
What, Octavia?
I'll tell you in your ear.
Her tongue will not obey her heart, nor can her heart inform her tongue. The swan's down feather that stands upon the swell at the full of tide, and neither way incline.
No, sweet Octavia, you shall hear from me still. The time shall not outgo my thinking on you.
Come, sir, come. I'll wrestle with you in my strength of love. Look, here I have you. Thus I let you go and give you to the gods.
Adieu. Be happy.
Let all the number of the stars give light to thy fair way.
Farewell. Farewell.
Farewell.
Where is the fellow?
Half afeared to come.
Go to, go to. Come hither, sir. Come thou near.
Most gracious majesty.
Didst thou behold Octavia?
I, dread queen.
Where?
Madam, in Rome. I looked her in the face and saw her led between her brother and Mark Antony.
Is she as tall as me?
She is not, madam.
Didst hear her speak? Is she shrill-tongued or low?
Madam, I heard her speak. She is low-voiced.
That's not so good. He cannot like her long.
Like her? Oh, Isis, 'tis impossible.
I think so, Charmian. Dull of tongue and dwarfish. What majesty is in her gait? Remember, if e'er thou look'st on majesty.
She creeps. Her motion and her station are as one. She shows a body rather than a life, a statue than a breather.
Is this certain?
Or I have no observance.
3 in Egypt could not make better note.
He's very knowing. I do perceive it. There's nothing in her yet. This fellow has good judgment.
Excellent.
Guess at her years, I prithee.
Madam, she was a widow.
Widow, Charmian. Hark.
And I do think she's 30.
Bearest thou her face in mind? Is it long or round?
Round, even to faultiness.
For the most part, too, they are foolish that are so. Her hair, what color?
Brown, madam. And her forehead as low as she would wish it.
There's gold for thee. Thou must not take my former sharpness ill. I will employ thee back again. I find thee most fit for business. Go, make thee ready. Our letters are prepared.
A proper man.
Indeed he is so. I repent me much that so I harried him. Why, methinks by him this creature's no such thing.
Nothing, madam.
The man hath seen some majesty and should know.
Have he seen majesty? Isis else defend, and serving you so long.
I have one thing more to ask him yet, good Charmian, but 'tis no matter. Thou shalt bring him to me where I will write. All may be well enough.
I warrant you, madam.
Hear me, my lord. Antony.
Nay, nay, Octavia, not only that. That were excusable. That and thousands more of semblable import. But he hath waged new wars with Pompey, took my will and read it to public ear, spoke scantly of me, when perforce he could not but pay me terms of honor.
Oh, my good lord, believe not all. Or, if you must believe, stomach not all. A more unhappy lady, if this division chance ne'er stood between, praying for both parts.
My gentle Octavia, let your best love draw to that point which seeks best to preserve it. If I lose mine honor, I lose myself. Better I were not yours than yours so branchless. But as you requested, yourself shall go between us. In the meantime, lady, I'll raise a preparation for a war shall stain your brother. Make your soonest haste, so your desires are yours.
Thanks to my lord. The Jove of power make me most weak, most weak. Your reconciler, wars twixt you twain would be as if the world should cleave, and that slain men should solder up the rift.
When it appears to you where this begins, turn your displeasure that way. For our faults can never be so equal that your love can move equally with them. Provide you're going, choose your company, and command what cost your heart has mind to.
Now, friend Eros.
There's strange news comes, sir.
What, man?
Caesar and Lepidus have made wars upon Pompey.
This is old. What is a success?
Caesar, having made use of Lepidus in the wars against Pompey, presently denies him partnership, will not let him partake in the glory of the action, and not resting here, accuses him of letters he had formerly writ to Pompey, and upon this appeal imprisons him. So the poor third is up till death enlarge his confine.
And well, thou hast a pair of chops no more, and throw between them all the food thou hast, thou grind the one the other. Where's Antony?
He's walking in the garden thus, and spurns the rush that lies before him, cries, "Fool Lepidus!" and threats the throat of Caesar's officer that murdered Pompey.
A great navy's rigged.
For Italy and Caesar. More, Enobarbus, my lord desires you presently. My news I might have told hereafter.
Well, 'twill be naught, but let it be. Bring me to Antony.
Come, sir.
Condemning Rome, he's done all this and more in Alexandria. Here's the manner of it. In the marketplace, on a tribunal silvered, Cleopatra and himself in chairs of gold were publicly enthroned. At the feet sat Caesarion, whom they call my father's son, and all the unlawful issue that their lust since then hath bred between them. Unto her he gave the establishment of Egypt, made her of Lower Syria, Cyprus, Lydia, absolute queen.
This in the public eye?
In the common showplace where they exercise. His sons he there proclaimed the kings of kings. Great Media, Parthia, and Armenia he gave to Alexander. To Ptolemy he assigned Syria, Cilicia, and Phoenicia. She in the habiliments of the goddess Isis that day appeared.
Let Rome be thus informed.
Who queasy with his insolence already, will their good thoughts call from him?
Oh, the people know it and have now received his accusation.
Who does he accuse?
Caesar. And that having in Sicilia Sextus Pompeius spoiled, we'd not granted him his part of the isle. Then does he say he lent me some shipping unrestored? Lastly, he frets that Lepidus of the triumvirate should be deposed, and being that we detain all his revenue.
Sir, this should be answered.
'Tis done already, and the messenger gone. I've told him Lepidus was grown too cruel, that he his high authority abused, and did deserve his change. For what I've conquered, I grant him part. But then, in his Armenia, and other of his conquered kingdoms, I demand the like.
He'll never yield to that.
Nor must not then be yielded to in this.
Hail, Caesar, and my lord. Hail, most dear Caesar.
That ever I should call thee castaway.
You have not called me so, nor have you cause.
Why have you stolen upon us thus? You come not like Caesar's sister. The wife of Antony should have an army for an usher, and the neighs of horse to tell of her approach, long ere she did appear, but you are come a market maid to Rome.
Good, my lord, to come thus was I not constrained, but did it on my free will. My lord, Mark Antony, hearing that you prepared for war, acquainted my grieved ear withal, wherein I begged his pardon for return.
Which soon he granted, being an obstruct tween his lust and him.
Do not say so, my lord.
I have eyes upon him, and his affairs come to me on the wind. Where is he now?
My lord, in Athens.
No, my most wronged sister. Cleopatra hath nodded him to her. He hath given his empire up to a whore, who now are levying the kings of the earth for war. He hath assembled Bacchus, the king of Libya, Archelaus of Cappadocia, Philadelphos, king of Paphlagonia, the Thracian king, Adulas, King Mancus of Arabia, king of Pont, Herod of Jewry, Mithridates, king of Commagene, Polemon and Amyntas, the kings of Mede and Lycaonia, with a more larger list of scepters.
Ay me, most wretched, that have my heart parted betwixt two friends that do afflict each other.
Welcome hither. Your letters did withhold our breaking forth till we perceived both how you were wrong led and we in negligent danger. Cheer your heart, be you not troubled with the time which drives o'er your content these strong necessities. but let determined things to destiny hold unbewailed their way. Welcome to Rome, nothing more dear to me. You are abused beyond the mark of thought, and the high God, to do you justice, makes his ministers of us and those that love you.
Welcome, lady.
Welcome, dear madam. Each heart in Rome does love and pity you. Only the adulterous Antony, most large in his abominations, turns you off and gives his potent regiment to a trull that noises it against us.
Is it so, sir?
Most certain. Sister, welcome. But pray you, be ever known to patience. My dearest sister.
I will be even with thee, doubt it not.
But why? Why?
Thou hast forspoke my being in these wars, and sayest it is not fit.
Well, is it? Is it?
It's not denounced against us. Why should not we be there in person?
Your presence needs must puzzle Antony. Take from his heart, take from his brain, from time which should not then be spent. He is already traduced for levity, and 'tis said in Rome that Mardian and eunuch and your maids manage this war.
Sink Rome, and their tongues rot that speak against us. A charge we bear in the war, and as president of my kingdom will appear therefore a man. Speak not against it. I will not stay behind.
Nay, I have done. Here comes the emperor.
Is not strange, Commodius, that from Tarentum and Brundisium he could so quickly cut the Ionian Sea and take in Turin? You have heard on sweet.
Celerity is never more admired than by the negligent.
That's a good rebuke. Which might well become the best of men to taunt at slackness. Commodius, we will fight him at sea.
At sea, what else?
Why will my lord do so?
For that he dares us to it.
So hath my lord dared him to single fight?
Aye, and to wage that battle at Pharsalia, where Caesar fought with Pompey. But these offers, which serve not for his vantage, he shakes off, and so should you.
Your ships are not well manned. Your mariners are muleters, reapers, people engrossed with swift and press. In Caesar's fleet are those that often have gainst Pompey fought. Their ships are yours heavy. No disgrace shall fall you for refusing him by sea, being prepared for land.
By sea. By sea.
Most worthy sir, you therein throw away the absolute soldiership you have by land. Distract your army, which doth most consist of warlike footmen. Leave unexecuted your own renowned knowledge. Quite forgo the way which promises assurance, and give up yourself merely to chance and hazard from firm security.
We'll fight at sea.
I have 60 sails. Caesar none better.
Our overplus of shipping we will burn. And from the head of Actium, with the rest full manned, we'll beat the approaching Caesar. But if we fail, we then can do it at land. Thy business?
The news is true, my lord. He is descried. Caesar has taken Turin.
Can he be there in person? It's impossible. Strange his power should be. Commodius, our 19 legions thou shalt hold by land, and our 12,000 horse. We'll away to our ship. Come, my Thetis. How now, worthy soldier?
O noble emperor, do not fight by sea. Trust not to rotten planks. Do you misdoubt this sword and these my wounds? Let the Egyptians and the Phoenicians go a-ducking. We have used to conquer standing on the earth and fighting foot to foot.
Well, away.
Enobarbus. By Hercules, I think I am in the right.
Soldier, thou art, but his whole action grows not in the power on it. So our leaders led, and we are women's men.
Taurus, my lord.
Strike not by land. Keep hold. Provoke not battle till we have done at sea. Do not exceed the prescript of this scroll. Our fortune lies upon this. Jump!
Set we our squadrons on yon side of the hill in eye of Caesar's battle, from which place we may the number of the ships behold, and so proceed accordingly.
Not, I can behold no longer the Antoniad, the Egyptian admiral, with all their 60, fly and turn the rudder. To see it, mine eyes are blasted.
Gods and goddesses, all the whole synod of them!
What's thy passion?
The greater cancel of the world is lost with very ignorance. We have kissed away kingdoms and provinces.
How appears the fight?
On our side, like the token pestilence where death is sure. Yon rebanded nag of Egypt, whom leprosy o'ertake. In the midst of the fight, Hoist sails and flies.
That I beheld. Mine eyes did sicken at the sight, and could not endure a further view.
She once being luffed, the noble ruin of her magic, Antony, claps on his sea wing, and like a doting mallard leaving the flight in height flies after her. Experience, manhood, honor ne'er before did violate so itself.
Alack, alack.
Our fortune on the sea is out of breath, and sinks most lamentably. Had our general been what he knew himself, it had gone well. Oh, he has given example for our flight most grossly by his own. To Caesar will I render my legions and my horse.
Committee.
6 kings already show me the way of yielding.
I'll yet follow the wounded chance of Antony, though my reason sits in the wind against me.
Hark! The land bids me tread no more upon it. It is ashamed to bear me. Friends, come hither. I'm so laded in the world that I've lost my way forever. I've a ship laden with gold. Take that, divide it, fly, make your peace with Caesar.
Fly?
No, I've fled myself, and have instructed cowards to run and show their shoulders. Friends, be gone, for I myself am resolved upon a course which has no need of you. Begone, the treasure's in the harbor. Take it. I have followed that I blush to look upon. My very hairs do mutiny. Begone. You shall have letters of me to friends, shall sweep your way for you. I pray you look not sad. Let that be left which leaves itself. To the seaside straightway. I will possess you of that ship and treasure. I pray you, leave me now. I pray you now, do so. For indeed I have lost command. I'll see you by and by.
Nay, gentle madam, to him, comfort him.
Do, most dear queen.
Do? Why, what else? Let me sit down. Oh, Juno.
No, 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 no.
See you here, sir.
Oh, fie!
Madam.
Sir? Sir?
Yes, my lord. Yes. He at Philippi kept his sword e'en like a dancer, whilst I struck the lean and wrinkled Cassius. And 'twas I that the mad Brutus ended. He alone dealt on lieutenantry, and no practice had in the brave squares of war, but now 'tis no matter.
Stand by.
Sir, the queen, my lord.
Madam, go to him, comfort him. He is unqualitied with very shame.
Well then, sustain me.
Most noble sir, arise, the queen approaches. Her head's declined and death shall seize her, but your comfort makes the rescue.
I've offended reputation, a most unnoble swerving.
Sir, the queen.
Whither hast thou led me, Egypt? See how I convey my shame out of thine eyes by looking back at what I left behind, destroyed in dishonor.
My lord, forgive my fearful sails. I little thought you would have followed.
Egypt, thou knewst too well how my heart was to thy rudder tied by the strings, and thou shouldst tow me after. O my spirit, thy full supremacy thou knewst, and that thy beck might from the bidding of the gods command me.
Oh, my pardon.
Now, I must unto Caesar send humble treaties, dodge and palter in the shifts of Lonus, who with half the bulk of the world played as I pleased, making and marring fortunes. Thou knewst how much you were my conqueror, and that my sword, made weak by my affection, would obey you on all cause.
Oh, pardon. Oh.
Fall not a tear, I pray. One of them rates all that is won and lost. Give me a kiss. Even this repays me. We sent our soothsayer as he come back. Love, I'm full of lead. Some wine there. And our viands. Fortune knows we scorn her most, when most she offers blows.
Let him appear that's come from Antony. Know you him?
Caesar, 'tis his soothsayer. An argument that he has plucked, when hither he sent so poor opinion of his wing, which had superfluous kings as messengers, not many moons gone by.
Approach and speak.
Such as I am, I come from Antony. I was of late as petty to his ends as is the morn dew upon the myrtle leaf to his grand sea.
Be it so, declare thine office.
Lord of his fortunes, he salutes thee, and requires to live in Egypt, which being not granted, he lessens his request. And to thee sues that you let him breathe between the heavens and the earth, a private man in Athens. This for him. Next, Cleopatra doth confess thy greatness and submits her to thy might. And of thee craves the circle of the Ptolemies for her heirs, now hazarded to thy grace.
For Antony, I have no ears to his desire. The queen of audience nor desire shall fail, so she from Egypt drive her all disgraced friend, or take his life there. This if she perform, she shall not sue unheard. So to them both.
Fortune pursue thee.
Bring him through the bands. To try thy eloquence now 'tis time. Dispatch. From Antony win Cleopatra. Promise, and in our name, what she requires. Add more from thine invention offers. Women are not in their best fortunes strong, but want will perjure the ne'er-touched vestal. Try thy cunning, Phidias.
Caesar, I go.
Observe how Antony becomes his flaw.
Caesar, I shall.
What shall we do, Enobarbus?
Think and die.
Is Antony or we in fault for this?
Antony only. That would make his will lord of his reason. But though you fled from that great face of war, whose several ranges frighted each other, why should he follow? The itch of his affection should not then have nicked his captainship at such a point when half to half the world opposed, he being the mooted question. 'Twas a shame no less than was his loss to course your flying flags and leave his navy gazing.
Prithee, peace.
That is his answer?
Aye, my lord.
So the queen shall then have courtesy, so she will yield us up.
He says so.
Well, let her know it. To the boy Caesar send this grizzle head, and he will fill thy wishes to the brim with principalities.
That head, my lord.
To him again. Tell him his coins, ships, and legions may be a coward's, whose ministers would prevail in the service of a child as soon as under the command of Caesar. I dare him, therefore, to lay his gay caparisons aside and answer me decline sword against sword, ourselves alone. I'll write it. Follow me.
Yes, like enough. High-battled Caesar will unstate his happiness and be staged to the show against a sworder. As I see men's judgments are a parcel of their fortune, that things outward do draw the inward quality after them to suffer all alike. That he should dream, knowing all measures, the full Caesar will answer his emptiness. Caesar, thou hast subdued his judgment too.
A messenger from Caesar.
What? No more ceremony. See, my women, against the blown rose may they stop their nose that kneeled unto the buds. Admit him, sir.
Mine honesty and I begin to square. The loyalty well held to fools doth make our faith mere folly. Yet he that can endure to follow with allegiance a fallen lord will conquer him that did his master conquer and earn a place to the story.
Caesar's will.
Hear it apart.
None but friends, say boldly.
So haply are they friends to Antony?
He needs as many, sir, as Caesar has.
So, thus then, thou most renowned, Caesar entreats not to consider in what case thou standst, further than he is Caesar.
Go on. Right, royal.
He knows that you embraced not Antony as you did love, but as you feared him.
Oh.
The scars upon your honor, therefore, he does pity as constrained blemishes, not as deserved.
He is a god, and knows what is most right. Mine honor was not yielded, but conquered merely.
To be sure of that, I will ask Antony. Sir, thou art so leaky, we must leave thee to thy sinking, for thy dearest quit thee.
Shall I say to Caesar what you require of him? For he partly begs to be desired to give. It would warm his spirit to hear from me that you had left Antony and put yourself under his shroud, who is the universal landlord.
What's your name?
My name is Phidias.
Most kind messenger, Say to great Caesar this in deputation: I kiss his conquering hand, and I am prompt to lay my crown at his feet and there to kneel, till from his all-obeying breath I hear the doom of Egypt.
'Tis your noblest course. Give me grace to lay my duty on your hand.
By Caesar's father oft, when he hath mused of taking kingdoms in, bestowed his lips on that unworthy place, as it rained kisses.
Favors! By Jove that thunders, what art thou, fellow?
One that but performs the bidding of the fullest man, and worthiest to have command obeyed.
You will be whipped.
Approach there! Ah, you kite! Now gods and devils, authority melts from me! Of late, when I cried ho like boys unto a muss, kings would start forth and say, your will! Have you no ears? I am Antony yet! Take hence this jack and whip him!
'Tis better playing with a lion's whelp than with an old one dying.
Moon and stars, whip him! Were it 20 of the greatest tributaries that do acknowledge Caesar, should I find them so saucy with the hand of she here? What was her name since she was Cleopatra? Take him hence!
Mark Antony!
Tug him away, and being whipped, bring him again. The jack of Caesar's shall bear us an errand.
No!
You were half blasted ere I knew you. Huh? Have I my pillow left unpressed in Rome, and forborne the getting of a lawful race, and by a gem of women, to be abused by one that looks on feeders?
Good, my lord.
You have been a boggler, ever.
Oh, it's come to this.
I found you as a morsel, cold on dead Caesar's trencher. Nay, you were a fragment of Gnaeus Pompey's, besides what hotter hours, unregistered by vulgar fame, you have luxuriously picked out. Oh, I am sure that though you can guess what temperance should be, you know not what it is.
Wherefore is this?
To let one that would beg favors and cry, your will, be familiar with my playfellow, this hand, this kingly he-seal, and plighter of high hearts. Ah, that I were upon the hill of Basin to outroar the horned herd. Is he whipped?
Soundly, my lord.
Cried he and begged pardon?
He did ask favor.
If that thy father yet live, let him repent thou hast not made his daughter. Henceforth, the pure hand of a lady fever thee. Shake thou to look pont. Get thee back to Caesar. Look, you say he makes me angry with him. For he seems proud and disdainful, harping on what I am, not what he knew I was. He makes me angry. And at this time 'tis most easy to do it, when my good stars that were my former guides have empty left their orbs and shot their fires into the abysm of hell. Urge it thou. Hence with thy stripes be gone.
Have you done yet?
Alack, our terrene moon is now eclipsed, and it alone portends the fall of Antony.
I must stay his time.
To flatter Caesar, would you mingle eyes with one that ties his point?
Not know me yet!
Cold-hearted toward me!
Oh, dear! If I be so, from my cold heart, let heaven engender hail and poison it in the source, and the first stone drop in my neck. As it determines, so dissolve my life. The next, Caesarean smite, till by degrees the memory of my womb, together with my brave Egyptians all, by the discandying of this palleting storm, lie graveless, till the flies and gnats of Nile have buried them for prey.
I am satisfied. Caesar sits down in Alexandria, where I will oppose his fate. Our force by land hath nobly held. Our severed navy too hath knit again, and float, threatening most sea-like. Where hast thou been, my heart? Dost thou hear, lady? If from the field I shall return once more to kiss these lips, I will appear in blood. I and my sword will earn our chronicle. There's hope in it yet.
That's my brave lord.
I will be triple-sinewed, breathed and hearted, and fight maliciously. I'll set my teeth and send to darkness all that stop me. Let's have one more gaudy night. Call forth all my sad captains. Let them fill our bowls once more. Let's mock the midnight bell.
It is my birthday. I had thought to have kept it poor, but since my lord is Antony again, I was being Cleopatra.
We will yet do well.
Call all his noble captains to my lord.
I'll do so. We'll speak to them. And tonight, I'll force the wine peep through their scars. Come on, my queen. There's sap in it yet. The next time I do fight, I'll make death love me, for I will contend even with his pestilent scythe.
Now he'll outstare the lightning. To be furious is to be frighted out of fear, and in that mode, the dove will peck the estrage. And I see still a diminution in our captain's brain restores his heart. When valor preys on reason, it eats the sword it fights with. I will seek some way to leave him.
Calls me boy, and chides as he had power to beat me out of Egypt. To my messenger he hath whipped with rods. Dares me to personal combat, Caesar to Antony. Let the old ruffian know I have many other ways to die. Meantime, laugh at his challenge.
Caesar must think. When one so great begins to rage, he's hunted even to falling. Give him no breath, but now make boot of his distraction. Never anger made good guard for itself.
Let our best heads know that tomorrow, the last of many battles we mean to fight. Within our files there are of those that served Mark Antony but late, enough to fetch him in. See it done. And feast the army. We have store to do it, and they've earned the waste. Poor Antony.
He will not fight with me, Enobarbus?
No.
Why should he not?
He thinks being 20 times a better fortune, he is 20 men to 1.
Tomorrow, soldier, by sea and land I'll fight. Or I will live, or bathe my dying honor in the blood shall make it live again. Would thou fight well?
I'll strike and cry take all.
'Tis well said. Come on, call forth my household servants. Let's tonight be bounteous at our meal. Ah, give me thy hand. Thou hast been rightly honest. You have served me well, and kings have been your fellows.
What means this?
'Tis one of those odd tricks which sorrow shoots out of the mind.
I wish I could be made of so many, and all of you clapped up together in an Antony, that I might do you service so good as you have done.
The gods forbid.
Well, my good fellows, wait upon me tonight. Scant not my cups, and make as much of me as when mine empire was your fellow too and suffered my command.
What does he mean?
To make his followers weep.
Tell me tonight. Maybe it is the period of your duty. Perhaps you shall not see me more. Or if, a mangled shadow. Perchance tomorrow you'll serve another master.
No.
I look on you as one that takes his leave. Oh, mine honest friends, I turn you not away, but like a master married to your good service, stay till death. Tend me tonight, but 2 hours I'll ask no more, and the gods yield you for it.
What mean you, sir, to give them this discomfort? Look, they weep, and I, an ass, am onion-eyed. For shame, transform us not to women.
Ah, now the witch take me if I meant it thus. Grace grow where those drops fall. Mine honest friends, you take me in too dolorous a sense, for I spake to you for your own comfort, to desire you to burn this night with torches. Know, my hearts, that I hope well of tomorrow, and will lead you where rather I'll expect victorious life than death and honor. Come, let's to supper, and drown consideration.
Brother, good night. Tomorrow is the day.
It will determine one way. Fare you well. I heard you have nothing strange about the street.
Nothing. What news?
Belike 'tis but a rumor. Good night to you.
Well, sir, good night.
Soldiers, have careful watch.
And you, good night. Good night.
Here we. And if tomorrow our navy thrive, I have an absolute hope our landmen will stand up.
'Tis a brave army, and full of purpose. Good night.
Eros! Mine armor, Eros!
Sleep a little.
Oh, no, my chuck. Come, Eros, mine armor. Come, good fellow, put thine iron on. If fortune be not ours today, it is because we brave her. Come.
Nay, I'll help too. What's this for?
Let be. Let be. Thou art the armorer of my heart. False. False, this.
Soothla, I'll help. Thus it must be.
Well. We shall thrive now. Seest thou, my good fellow? Go, put on thy defenses.
Briefly, sir.
Is not this buckled well?
Rarely. He that unbuckles this, till we do please to doff for our repose, shall hear a storm. Thou fumblest, Eros, and my queen's a squire more tight at this than thou. Dispatch. If thou couldst see my wars today, and knewst the royal occupation, thou shouldst see a workman in it. Good morrow to thee. Welcome. Thou looks like him that knows a warlike charge. To things we love we rise betimes, and go to it with delight.
1,000, sir, early though it be, have on their riveted trim, and at the port expect you.
The morn is fair. Good morrow, General.
'Tis well blown, lads. This morning, like the spirit of a youth that means to be of note, begins betimes. Fare thee well, love. Whate'er becomes of me, this is a soldier's kiss. I leave thee now like a man of steel. You that would fight with me, follow me close. I'll bring thee to it. Adieu.
Please you retire to your chamber.
Lead me. He goes forth gallantly, that he and Caesar may determine this great war in single fight. Then Antony. But now, well, on.
God make this a happy day to Antony.
Would thou and those thy swords had once prevailed upon me to fight at land.
Hadst thou done so, the kings that have revolted, and the soldier that has this morning left thee, would have still followed thy heels.
Who's gone this morning?
Who? One ever near thee. Call for Enobarbus. He shall not hear thee. Or from Caesar's camp, say I am none of thine.
What sayest thou?
Sir, he is with Caesar.
Sir, his chests and treasure he has not with him.
Is he gone?
Most certain.
Go, Eros, send his treasure after. Do it, detain not a jot, I say. Write to him. I will subscribe. Gentle adieus and greetings. Say I wish he never find more cause to change a master. Dispatch. Oh, my fortunes have corrupted honest men. Enobarbus.
Go forth, Agrippa, and begin the fight. Our will is Antony be took alive. Make it so known.
Caesar, I shall.
Time of universal peace is near. Prove this a prosperous day. The three-nooked world shall bear the olive freely.
Antony is coming to the field.
Go charge Agrippa, plant those that have revolted in the vanguard, that Antony may seem to spend his fury upon himself.
Alexis did revolt and went to jury on affairs of Antony. There did dissuade great Herod to incline himself to Caesar and leave his master Antony. For this pains Caesar hath hanged him. Comitius and the rest that fell away have entertainment, but no honorable trust. I have done ill.
which I do accuse myself so sorely that I will joy no more.
Enobarbus, Antony hath after thee sent all thy treasure, with his bounty overplus. The messenger came on my guard, and at thy tent is now unloading of his mules.
I give it you.
Mock not, Enobarbus, I tell you true. Best you safe at the bringer out of the host. I must attend mine office, or would have done it myself. Your emperor continues still a Jove.
I am alone, the villain of the earth, and feel I am so most. Oh, Antony, thou mine of bounty, how wouldst thou have paid my better service when my turpitude thou dost so crown with gold? This blows my heart. Swift thought break it not. A swifter mean shall outstrike thought, but thought shall do what I feel. I fight against thee. No, I will go seek some ditch wherein to die. The foulest best fits my latter part of life.
Retire! We have engaged ourselves too far! Caesar himself has work, and our oppression exceeds what we expected!
Oh, my brave emperor, this is fought indeed! Had we done so at first, we had driven them home with clouts upon their heads.
Thou bleedst apace.
Oh, I had a wound here that was like a T, and now 'tis made an H.
Did you retire?
They are beaten, sir, and our advantage serves for a fair victory!
Oh, we have beat them back to their camp! Run one before, and let the queen know of our deeds. Tomorrow, before the sun shall see us, we'll spill the blood that has today escaped. Enter the city. Hold your wives and your friends. Tell them of your deeds, whilst they, with sorrowful, joyful tears, wash the congealment from your wounds and kiss the honored gashes whole. O thou day of the world, chain mine armed neck. Leap thou a tyrant all through proof of harness to my heart, and there ride on the pants triumphing.
Lord of lords, oh, infinite virtue, comest thou smiling from the world's great snare uncaught?
Oh, my nightingale! We have beat him back to his bed. What, girl? Though grey do something mingle with our younger brown, yet have we a brain that nourishes our nerves and can get goal for goal of youth. Behold this man. Convey unto his lips thy favoring hand. Kiss it, my warrior. He hath fought today as if a god in hate of mankind had destroyed in such a shape.
I'll give thee, friend, an armor all of gold. It was a king's.
He has deserved it. Would our great palace could camp this host. We would all sup together and drink carouses to the next day's fate, which promises royal peril. Let heaven and earth strike their sounds together, applauding our approach.
If we be not relieved within this hour, we must return to the court of guard. The night is shiny, and they say we shall embattle by the second hour in the morn.
This last day was a shrewd one to us.
Oh, bear me witness, knight.
What man is this?
Stand close and list him.
Be witness to me, O thou blessed moon, that when men revolt to do upon record bear hateful memory, poor Enobarbus did before thy face repent.
Enobarbus.
Peace! Hark further.
O sovereign mistress of true melancholy, the poisonous damp of night to sponge upon me, that life, a very rebel to my will, shall hang no longer on me. Throw my heart against the flint and hardness of my fault, that being dried with grief will break to powder and finish all foul thoughts. Oh, Anthony. Nobler than my revolt is infamous. Forgive me in thine own particular, but let the world rank me in register a master leaver and a fugitive. Oh, Antony. Oh,
Antony.
Speak to him. Let us hear him, for the things he speaks may concern Caesar.
Let's do so. But he sleeps.
Swoons, rather. For so bad a prayer as his was never yet for sleep.
Go to him! Awake! Sir, awake! Speak to us!
Hear you, sir? The hand of death hath brought him. Hark the drums to merely wake the sleepers. Let us bear him to the court of guard. He is of note. Our hour is fully out.
Come on, then. He may recover yet.
Their preparation is today by sea. We please them not by land.
For both, my lord.
Ah! Would they fight in the fire or the air, we'd fight there too. That's so it is. Our foot upon the hills adjoining the city shall stay with us. Order for sea is given, where their appointment we may best discover and look upon their endeavor.
But being charged, we will be still by land, which as I take it we shall, for his best force is forth to man his galleys. To the vales, and hold our best advantage!
Yet are they not joined? Where yon pine does stand, I shall discover all. I'll bring thee word straight how 'tis like to go.
Swallows have built on Cleopatra's sails their nests. The augurers say they know not. They cannot tell, look grimly, and dare not speak their knowledge. Antony is valiant and dejected, and by starts his fretted fortunes give him hope and fear of what he has and has not.
All is lost. This foul Egyptian hath betrayed me. My fleet hath yielded to the foe, and yonder cast their caps up and carouse together like friends long lost. Triple turned whore! 'Tis thou hast sold me to this novice, and my heart makes only wars on thee. Bid them all fly, for when I'm revenged upon my charm, I have done all. Bid them all fly, begone! Oh, son, thy uprise shall I see no more. Fortune and Antony part here. Even here do we shake hands. All's come to this. The hearts that spanieled me at heels, to whom I gave their wishes, do discandy, and melt their sweets on blossoming Caesar. And this pine is barked that overtopped them all. Betrayed I am. Oh, this false soul of Egypt, this grave charm, like a right gypsy hath it fast and loose beguiled me to the very heart of loss. Eros! Oh, Eros! Oh, thou spell! Avaunt!
Why is my lord enraged against his love?
Vanish! Or I will give thee thy deserving, and blemish Caesar's triumph. Let him take thee, and hoist thee up to the shouting plebeians. Follow his chariot like the greatest spot of all thy sex. Most monster-like be shown for poorest diminutives, for dolts, and let patient Octavia plow thy visage up with her prepared nails. 'Tis well thou art gone, if it be well to live. But better 'twere thou fell'st into my fury, for one death might have prevented many. Oh, Eros! The witch shall die. She hath sold me to this boy Caesar, and she dies for it. Eros! Ho!
Help me, my women. Oh, he's more mad than Telamon for his shield. The boar of Thessaly never was so embossed.
To the monument. There, lock yourself, and send him word that you are dead. The soul and body rive not more in parting than greatness going off.
To the monument. Mardian, go tell him I have slain myself. Say that the last I spoke was Antony, and word it, I prithee, piteously. Hence, Mardian, and bring me word how he takes my death. To the monument.
Eros, thou yet beholdst me.
Aye, noble lord.
Sometimes we see a cloud that's dragonish. A vapor sometimes, like a bear or a lion. A towered citadel. A pendant rock. A ragged mountain. Or a blue promontory with trees upon it that nod unto the world and mock our eyes with air. Thou hast seen these signs, they are black Vespers pageant.
Aye, noble lord.
That which is now a horse, even with a thought the rack dislims, and makes it indistinct as water is in water.
It does, my lord.
Oh, my good knave Eros. Now thy master is even such a body. Here I am, Antony, and yet cannot hold this visible shape, my knave. I made these wars for Egypt, and the queen whose heart I thought I had, for she had mine, which whilst was mine, had annexed unto it 1,000,000 more, now lost. She hath packed cards with Caesar, and false played my glory unto an enemy's triumph. Well, my gentle Eros, there is left us, ourselves, to end ourselves. Ah, that vile lady! She hath robbed me of my sword!
No, Antony, my mistress loved thee.
Hence, saucy eunuch, peace. She hath betrayed me, and shall die the death.
Death of one person can be paid but once, and that she has discharged. What thou wouldst do is done unto thy hand. The last she spake was Antony, most noble Antony. Then in the midst a tearing groan did break. The name of Antony, it was divided between her heart and lips. She rendered life, thy name so buried in her.
Dead then?
Dead.
Undo, Eros. The long day's task is done, and we must sleep. Thou, that thou departst hence safe, dost pay thy labor richly. Go. Off, pluck off! The sevenfold shield of Ajax cannot keep the battery from my heart. Oh, cleave my sides. Heart, once be stronger than thy continent. Crack thy frail case. Apace, Eros, apace! No more a soldier. Bruised pieces go. Thou hast been nobly born. From me a while. I will o'ertake thee, Cleopatra, and weep for my pardon. So it must be. For now, all length is torture. Since the torch is out, lie down and stray no farther. Seal then, and all is done. Eros! I come, my queen. Eros! Stay for me. Where souls do couch on flowers, we'll hand in hand. And with our sprightly port, we'll make the ghosts gaze. Dido and Irenaeus shall want troops, and all the haunt be ours. Eros!
What would my lord?
Since Cleopatra died, I do live in such dishonor that the gods detest my baseness. I that with my sword quartered the world, and o'er green Neptune's back with ships made cities, do condemn myself to lack the courage of a woman, a less noble mind than she, which by her death our Caesar tells. I am conqueror of myself. Eros, thou art sworn that when the exigent should come, which now 'tis come indeed, that when I should see behind me the inevitable prosecution of disgrace and horror, that upon my command, then thou wouldst kill me. We'll do it, the time has come. Thou strikest not me, 'tis Caesar thou defeatst. Put color in thy cheek.
The gods withhold me. Shall I do that which all the Parthian darts, though enemy lost aim and could not?
Eros, wouldst thou be windowed in great Rome? And see thy master thus, with bleached arms, bending down his corrigible neck, his face subdued to penetrative shame, whilst the wheeled seat of fortunate Caesar drawn before him branded his baseness that ensued.
I would not see it.
Well, then come, for with a wound I must be cured. Draw that thy honest sword, which thou hast worn most useful for thy country.
Oh, sir, pardon me.
Eros, when I did free thee, didst thou not swear then to do this when I bade thee? Well, do it! Or else thy precedent services are all but accidents unpurposed. Draw, and come, do it now!
Turn from me then that noble countenance, wherein the worship of the whole world lies.
Lo thee.
My sword is drawn.
Then let it do at once the thing why thou hast drawn it.
My dear master, my captain and my emperor, let me say, before I strike this bloody stroke, farewell.
'Tis said, man. Farewell.
Farewell, great chief. Shall I strike now?
Now, Eros.
Why there then? Thus do I escape the sorrow of Antony's death.
Thrice nobler than myself. Thou teachest me, valiant Eros, what I should and thou couldst not. The Queen and Eros have by their brave instruction won from me a nobleness in record. But I will be a bridegroom in my death, and run into it as into a lover's bed. Come then. And Eros, thy master dies thy scholar. To do this, I learned from thee. How? Not dead. Not dead. Oh, God! I call thee prithee! I've done my work ill, my friends. Finish what I have begun.
The star is fallen, and time is at his period.
Oh, he that loves me, strike me dead.
Thy death and fortunes bid thy followers fly. Where's Antony? No, here, Diomed, here.
Lives he? Will thou not answer, man?
Oh, Diomed, draw thy sword and give me sufficing strokes for death.
Most absolute lord, my mistress Cleopatra sent me to thee.
When did she send thee?
Now, my lord.
Where is she?
Locked in her monument. She had a prophesying fear of what had come to pass. For when she saw, which never shall be found, you did suspect she had disposed with Caesar, and that your rage would not be purged. She sent you word she was dead, but fearing since how it might work, had sent me to proclaim the truth. And I am come, I dread too late.
Too late, good Diomed. Call my guard, I prithee.
What ho! The Emperor's guard! The guard! What ho! Come, your lord calls!
Bear me up where Cleopatra abides. It is the last service I shall command thee. Take me up and have my thanks for all.
Oh, Charmian, I will never go from hence.
Be comforted, dear madam.
No, I will not. All strange and terrible events are welcome, but comforts we despise. Our sighs of sorrow proportioned to our cause must be as great as that which makes it. How now? Is he dead?
His debt's upon him, but not dead. Look out! Out of the other side, your monument! His guard have brought him thither!
Oh, son! Burn the great sphere thou movest in. Darkling stand the varying shore of the world. Oh, Antony, Antony, Antony! Help, Charmian, help, Iris, help friends below. Let's draw him hither.
Peace! Not Caesar's valor hath o'erthrown Antony, but Antony's hath triumphed on itself.
So it should be that none but Antony should conquer Antony. But woe, 'tis so.
Oh, I am dying, Egypt. Dying. Only here I importune death awhile, until of many thousand kisses the poor last I lay upon thy lips.
I dare not, dear Lord, pardon, I dare not, lest I be taken. Not the imperious show of the full fortune Caesar ever shall be broached with me. If knife, drugs, serpent have edge, stinger operation, I am safe. Your wife, Octavia, with her modest eyes and still conclusion, shall acquire no honor demurring upon me. Yet come, Antony, help me, my women. We must draw thee up. Assist, good friends.
Oh, quick, or I am gone.
Here's sport indeed. How heavy weighs my lord. Had I great Juno's power, the strong-winged Mercury should fetch thee up and set thee by Jove's side. Yet come a little, wishes were ever fools. Oh, come, Antony, come. Come and welcome. Welcome. Oh. Die when thou hast lived. Quicken with kissing. Had my lips that power, thus would I wear them out.
Oh, I am dying, Egypt. I'm dying. Give me some wine. And let me speak a little.
No, let me speak. And let me rail so high that the false huswife, Fortune, break her wheel, provoked by my offense.
One word, sweet queen. Of Caesar, thy honor seek with thy safety.
They do not go together.
Gentle queen, none about Caesar trust but Proculeus.
My resolution and my hands I'll trust. None about Caesar.
The miserable change now at my end. Lament nor sorrow at. But please your thoughts in feeding them with my former fortunes, wherein I lived the greatest prince of the world, the noblest, and do not now basely die.
No.
Not cowardly put my helmet off to my countrymen. A Roman, by a Roman valiantly vanquished.
Lord.
My spirit is going. No. I can no more.
No. Oh, noblest of men. No. Wouldst die? Hast thou no care of me? Shall I abide in this dull world, which in thy absence is no better than a sty? Oh, see, my women! The crown of the earth doth melt. My lord. Oh, withered is the garland of the war. The soldier's pole is fallen. Young boys and girls are level now with men. The odds is gone, and there is nothing left remarkable beneath the visiting moon.
Oh, quietness, lady. She is dead too, our sovereign.
Lady.
Madam.
Oh, madam,
Royal Egypt Empress.
Peace, Iris.
No more but e'en a woman, and commanded by such poor passion as the maid that milks and does the meanest chores. Patience is sottish, and impatience does become a dog that's mad. And is it sin to rush into the secret house of death, ere death dare come to us? Why, how do you women? What? Good cheer. Oh, how now, Charmian. Oh, my noble girls. Oh, women, look. Our lamp is spent. It's out. Good sirs, take heart. We'll bury him. And then what's brave, what's noble? Let's do it after the high Roman fashion and make death proud to take us. Come away. This case of that huge spirit now is cold. Oh, women, come. We have no friend but resolution and the briefest end.
To him, Dolabella, bid him yield. Being so frustrate, tell him he but mocks the pauses that he makes.
Caesar, I shall.
Wherefore is that? And what art thou that darest appear thus to us?
I am called Scarth. Mark Antony I served, who best was worthy, best to be served. Whilst he stood up and spoke, he was my master, and I wore my life to spend upon his haters. If thou please to take me to thee as I was to him, I'll be to Caesar. If thou pleasest not, I'll yield thee up my life.
What is't thou sayest?
I say, O Caesar, Antony is dead.
The breaking of so great a thing should make a greater crack. The round world should have shook lions into civil streets and citizens to their dens. The death of Antony is not a single doom, and the name lay a moiety of the world.
He is dead, Caesar. Not by a public minister of justice, nor by a hired knife, but that self-hand which writ his honor in the acts it did hath, with the very courage which the heart did lend it, splitted the heart. This is his sword. I robbed his wound of it. Behold it, stained with his most noble blood.
You sad friends. God's rebuke me, but it is tidings to wash the eyes of kings. Oh, Antony, I have followed thee to this. I must perforce have shown to thee such a declining day, or look on thine. We could not stall together in the whole world. But yet let me lament with tears as sovereign as the blood of hearts that thou, my brother, my competitor in top of all design, my mate in empire, friend and companion in the front of war, the arm of mine own body and the heart where mine his thoughts did kindle, that our stars unreconciliable should divide our equalness to this.
Caesar.
Whence are you?
A poor Egyptian. Yet the queen, my mistress, confined in all she has, her monument, of thy intense desires instruction, that she preparedly may frame herself to the way she's forced to.
Bid her have good heart. She soon shall know of us by some of ours how honorable and how kindly we determine for her. For Caesar cannot live to be ungentle.
So the gods preserve thee.
Come hither, Proculeius. Go and say we purpose her no shame. Give her what comforts the quality of her passion shall require, lest in her greatness by some mortal stroke she do defeat us. For her life in Rome would be eternal in our triumph. Go, and with your speediest bring us what she says and how you find of her.
Caesar, I shall.
Taurus, go you along. Taurus.
Go with me to my tent, where you shall see how hardly I was drawn into this war, how calm and gentle I proceeded still in all my writings. Go with me, and see what I can show in this.
My desolation does begin to make a better life. 'Tis paltry to be Caesar. Not being fortune, he's but fortune's knave, and minister of her will. And it is great to do that thing that ends all other deeds, which shackles accidents and bolts up change, which sleeps and never pallets more the dung, the beggar's nurse, and Caesar's.
Caesar sends greeting to the Queen of Egypt, and bids thee study on what fair demands thou meanst to have him grant thee.
What's thy name?
My name is Proculaeus.
Antony did tell me of you, which bade me trust you. But I do not greatly care to be deceived that have no use for trusting. If Caesar please to give me conquered Egypt for my son, he gives me so much of mine own as I will kneel to him with thanks.
Fear nothing. Make your full reference freely to my lord, who is so full of grace that it flows over on all that need. Let me report to him your sweet dependency, and you shall find a conqueror who will pray in aid for kindness, where he for grace is kneeled to.
Pray you tell him I am his fortune's vassal, and I send him the greatness he has got. I hourly learn a doctrine of obedience, and I would gladly look him in the face.
This I'll report, dear lady. Have comfort, for I know your plight is pitied of him that caused it.
Proculaeus! You see how easily she may be surprised. Guard her till Caesar come.
Royal Queen! Oh, Cleopatra, thou art taken!
Quick, quick, good hand!
Hold, worthy lady, hold! Do not yourself judge wrong, who are in this relieved, but not betrayed.
Of what? Of death too, that rids our dogs of languish?
Cleopatra, do not abuse my master's bounty by the undoing of yourself. Let the world see his nobleness well acted, which your death will never let come forth.
Where art thou, death? Come hither, come, and take a queen worth many babes and beggars.
On temperance, lady.
Sir, I will eat no meat. I'll not drink, sir. If idle talk will once be necessary, I'll not sleep neither. This mortal house I'll ruin, do Caesar what he can.
Cleopatra.
No, sir, that I will not wait pinioned at your master's court, nor once be chastised with the sober eye of dull Octavia. Shall they hoist me up and show me to the shouting varletry of censuring Rome? Rather a ditch in Egypt be gentle grave unto me.
You do extend these thoughts of horror further than ye shall find cause in Caesar.
Proculaeus, what thou hast done, thy master Caesar knows, and he has sent for thee. For the queen, I'll take her to my guard.
So, Dolabella, it shall content me best. Be gentle to her. For Caesar, I shall report what you shall bid me, if you will employ me to him.
Say I would die.
Most noble Empress, you have heard of me.
I cannot tell.
Assuredly you know me.
No matter, sir, what I have heard or known. You laugh when boys or women tell their dreams. It's not your trick.
I understand not, madam.
I dreamt there was an Emperor Antony. Oh, such another sleep, that I might see but such another man.
If it might please ye.
Face was as the heavens, and therein stuck a sun and moon which kept their course and lighted the little O of the earth.
Most sovereign creature.
His legs bestrid the ocean. His reared arm crested the world. His voice was propertied as all the tuned spheres, and that to friends. But when he meant to quail and shake the orb, he was as rattling thunder. For his bounty, there was no winter in't. An autumn 'twas which grew the more by reaping. His delights were dolphin-like. They showed his back above the elements they lived in. In his livery walked crowns and crownets. Realms and islands were as plates dropped from his pockets.
Cleopatra.
Think you there was, or might be, such a man as this I dreamt of?
Gentle madam, no.
You lie, up to the hearing of the gods. But if there be, or ever were, one such, It's past the size of dreaming.
Hear me, good madam. Your loss is as yourself, great, and you do bear it as answering to the weight. But I do feel by the rebound of yours a grief that smites my very heart at root.
I thank you, sir. Know you what Caesar means to do with me?
I am loath to tell you what I would you knew.
Nay, I pray you, sir.
Though he be honorable.
He'll lead me then, in triumph.
He will, madam, I know it.
Make way there! Caesar!
Which is the Queen of Egypt?
It is the Emperor. Madam!
Arise, you shall not kneel. I pray you, rise. Rise, Egypt.
Sir, the gods will have it thus. My master and my lord, I must obey.
Take to you no hard thoughts. The record of what injuries you did us, though written in our flesh, we shall remember as things but done by chance.
Sole sir of the world, I cannot project mine own cause so well as to make it clear. Do confess, I have been laden with like frailties which before have often shamed our sex.
Cleopatra, no, we will extenuate rather than enforce. If you apply yourself to our intents, which towards you are most gentle, you shall find a benefit in this change. But if you seek to lay on me a cruelty by taking Antony's course, you shall bereave yourself of my good purposes, and put your children to that destruction which I'll guard them from, if thereon you rely. I'll take my leave.
And may, through all the world, 'tis yours, and we your scutcheons and your signs of conquest shall hang in what place you please. Here, my good lord. This is the brief of all money, plate, and jewels I am possessed of. 'Tis exactly valued, not petty things admitted.
Cleopatra, not what you have reserved, nor what acknowledged, put we in the roll of conquest. Still be it yours. Bestow it at your pleasure, and believe, Caesar's no merchant to make prize with you of things that merchants sold. Therefore be cheered, make not your thoughts your prisons. No, dear queen, for we intend so to dispose you as yourself shall give us counsel. Feed and sleep. Our care and pity is so much upon you that we remain your friend. And so adieu.
My master and my lord.
Not so. Adieu.
He words me, girls. He words me, that I should not be noble to myself. But hark thee, Charmian.
Finish, good lady. The bright day is done, and we are for the dark.
Hie thee again. I have spoke already, and it is provided. Go, put it to the haste.
Madam, I will.
Where's the queen?
Behold, sir!
Dolabella.
Madam, as thereto sworn by your command, which my love makes religion to obey, I tell you this. Caesar through Syria intends his journey, and within 3 days you with your children will he send before. Make your best use of this. I have performed your pleasure and my promise.
Dolabella, I shall remain your debtor.
I, your servant. Adieu, good queen. I must attend on Caesar.
Now, Iris, what thinkst thou? Thou, an Egyptian puppet, shall be shown in Rome as well as I. Mechanic slaves in greasy aprons, rules, and hammers shall uplift us to the view. In their thick breaths, rank of gross diet, shall we be enclouded and forced to drink their vapor.
Oh, the gods forbid!
Nay, that's certain, Iris. Saucy lictors will catch at us like strumpets, and scald rhymers ballad us out of tune. The quick comedians extemporally will stage us and present our Alexandrian revels. Antony will be brought drunken forth, and I will see some squeaking Cleopatra buoy my greatness in the posture of a whore.
Oh, the good gods!
Nay, that's certain.
I'll never see it, for I am sure my nails are stronger than mine eyes.
Why, that's the way to fool their preparations and conquer their most absurd intents. Now, Charmian, show me my women like a queen. Go fetch my best attires. I am again for Cydnus to meet Mark Antony. Sir Iris, go. Now, noble Charmian, we'll dispatch indeed. And when thou hast done this chore, I'll give thee leave to play till doomsday. Bring our crown and all. Wherefore's this noise?
Here is a rural fellow that will not be denied your highness' presence. He brings you figs.
Let him come in. What poor an instrument may do a noble deed. He brings me liberty. My resolution's placed, and I have nothing of woman in me. Now, from head to foot, I am marble constant. Now, the fleeting moon, no planet is of mine.
This is the man.
Avoid and leave him. Hast thou the pretty worm of Nilus there, which kills and pains not?
Truly, I have him. But I would not be the party that should desire you to touch him, for his biting is immortal. Those that do die of it do seldom or never recover.
Rememberest thou any that have died on't?
Very many men and women too. I heard of one of them no longer than yesterday, a very honest woman, but something given to lie, as a woman should not do, but in the way of honesty. How she died of the biting of it, what pain she felt! Truly, she makes a very good report of the worm, but he that believes all they say shall never be saved by half that they do. But this is most certain. The worm's an odd worm.
Get thee hence. Farewell.
I wish you all joy of the worm.
Farewell.
You must think this, look you, that the worm will do his kind.
Aye, aye, farewell.
Look you! The worm is not to be trusted, but in the keeping of wise people, for indeed there is no goodness in the worm.
Take thou no care, it shall be heeded.
Very good. Give it nothing, I pray you, for it is not worth the feeding.
Will it eat me?
You must not think I'm so simple, but I know the devil himself will not eat a woman. I know that a woman is a dish for the gods. I wish you joy of the worm.
Give me my robe. Put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me. Now no more the juice of Egypt's grape shall moist this lip. Yeah, good Iris, quick, quick. Methinks I hear Antony call. I see him rouse himself to praise my noble act. I hear him mock the luck of Caesar, which the gods give men to excuse their after wrath. Husband, I come. Now to that name my courage prove my title. I am fire and air. My other elements I give to baser life. So, have you done? Come then and take the last warmth from my lips. Farewell, kind Charmian. Iris, long farewell. Have I the aspic in my lips? Dost fall? If thou in nature can so gently part, the stroke of death is as a lover's pinch which hurts and is desired. Dost thou lie still? If thus thou vanishest, thou tells the world it is not worth leave-taking.
Dissolve thick cloud and rain, that I may say the gods themselves do weep.
This proves me base. If she first meet the curled Antony, he'll make demand of her and spend that kiss which is my heaven to have. Come, thou thou mortal wretch. Is not intrinsicate of life at once untie? Poor venomous fool, be angry and dispatch. Oh, couldst thou speak, that I might hear thee call great Caesar ass unpolicied?
Oh, Eastern Star!
Peace. Peace. Dost thou not see my baby at my breast, which sucks the nurse's sleep?
Break. Oh, break!
As sweet as balm, as soft as air, as gentle. Oh, Antony. Nay, I will take thee too. What? Should I stay?
In this vile world? So fare thee well. Now boast thee death. In thy possession lies a lass unparalleled. Downy windows close, and golden Phoebus never be beheld of eyes again so royal. Your crown's awry. I'll mend it and then play.
Where's the queen?
Speak softly, wake her not.
Caesar hath sent.
Too slow a messenger. Oh, come apace. Dispatch.
Approach! Go!
I partly feel thee.
All's not well, Caesar's beguiled.
There's Dolabella come from Caesar. Call him!
What work is here?
It is well done and fitting for a princess, descended of so many royal kings. Soldier.
Oh, sir! You were too sure an augurer! That you did fear is done!
Bravest at the last, she leveled at our purposes, and being royal, took her own way. The manner of their deaths, I do not see them bleed. If they had swallowed poison, 'twould appear by external swelling. But she looks like sleep, as she would catch another Antony in her strong toil of grace.
Here in her breast there is a vent of blood, and something blown, the like is on her arm.
This is an aspic's trail, and these fig leaves have slime upon them, such as the aspic leaves upon the caves of Nile.
Most probable that so she died, for her physician tells me she hath pursued conclusions infinite of easy ways to die. She shall be buried by her Antony. No grave upon the earth shall clip in it a pair so famous. High events as these strike those that make them, and their story is no less in pity than his glory which brought them to be lamented. Our army shall in solemn show attend this funeral, and then to Rome. Come, Dolabella, see high order in this great solemnity.